Good morning, students. Today I am here with another topic, models. Models are helping verbs. They add meaning to the verbs. Models, they are also known as auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs means helping verbs that add meaning to the main verb. Today we are going to learn some of the models, some of the auxiliary verbs. First, we begin with can. Can, this model is used to show ability, to make request, for permission. I repeat, can, it is used to show ability, for making request and for permission. Let's see the examples. She can speak French fluently. In this sentence, can, it shows ability of speaking. Here, she can speak French fluently. Can, it shows ability of speaking. So can here is used to show ability. Second sentence, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? In this sentence, can, it is used to make a request. Can you help me with this? It is a request, and for making a request we have used here can. Another example, can we sit on a bench? Here you see, can we sit on a bench? It shows that we have asked for permission. For asking permission, we have used can. But remember here, when we want to have any permission, we use can. That is informal use of can. Usually in spoken English, it is used that can. The formal way for taking permission, that is may. Then next, you can go ahead. Here, for granting permission, can is used. Here I have written permission, and in bracket I have written to take and give. For asking permission also we can use can, and for giving permission. Many of the times if anyone asks, can you do this work for me? Then we answer. So can you help me with this, for making a request. Whenever we are given the permission, that time also we can use can. You can go ahead. You can go ahead with this. So for giving permission also can is used. So remember the use of can to show ability, to make a request, to grant and to ask for permission. Could, another model, could. Could, it is used to show ability of past. Could, it is the past form of can, which is used to show ability. Then could, another use to show probability, and third, to make request. See the examples. I could dance well, but now I can't. If you see this sentence, in this sentence there are two models, could and can. Here could, it shows ability but of past. It means here could, it is the past form of can. And in the next, now I can't, here this can, it also shows ability, and that is in present. So see, I could dance well, but now I can't. In past I was able to dance, but now I can't. Now I am unable. Next sentence, he could be the representative of our school. When we read the sentence, we can understand that here could, it shows probability. When there will be election for head boy, head girl, or when there will be activities for making any student a representative, that time when there are some probability that this student or that student will be the representative of the school or a class, that time to show the probability we can use could. that he could be the representative of our school. So here could, it shows probability. And the third use of could, that is to make a request. Could I do for you in this matter? Could I do for you in this matter? So to make request, we can use could. So three uses of could: ability of past to show probability and to make a request. This is about two models, can and could.
Recording.
You can cut later on because it is continued.
Pause na.
We start with may and might. May, it is a model that used to express request, probability, possibility and express wish. I repeat, may, it is a model is used to make a request for showing probability or possibility and to express a wish. See the examples. May I use your phone please? In this sentence, may, it is used for making a request or taking permission. Second sentence, she may score 98% this year. Here may, it is used for probability or possibility. She may score 98% this year. Not sure, it is only probability. Third, it may rain. Here may, it shows possibility, probability. Fourth, may God bless you. Here may, it is used to express a wish. See the uses of may: to make a request for probability or possibility and to express a wish. Now might. Might, it shows less possibility or less probability than may. For example, it may rain and see it might rain. What is the difference? Might, it is used to show less possibility than may. It means it may rain if it is 50%. 50% we feel that it may rain. If we speak it might rain, it means less than the use of may. It means 30%. In short, might, it is used to show less possibility than may. If less possibility, use might. Another use of might, that might, it is the past form of may. Might, it is the past form of may that we use in reported speech. In indirect speech, we use might. When we transform direct speech sentence into indirect, and when there is may in direct speech, while transforming into indirect speech, we use might. For example, she said, I may bring your pen. When we transform this sentence into indirect, that time she said that she might bring her or his pen. So here we have used might. It is the past form of may, because in indirect speech present tense turns into past tense. So here might we have used as a past form of may. This is about may and might. Another models, must and have to. Must, it shows necessity. Necessity, and in bracket I have written subjective. Another use that give emphasis to an opinion. For these two purposes, we use must for necessity and give emphasis to an opinion. When a speaker thinks that it is necessary, that time we use must. How? We must utilize this lockdown period. See the example, we must utilize this lockdown period. Here must, when we have used must, it shows necessity. And subjective, it means who is the speaker here? We. If I say we must utilize this lockdown period, it means I want to say that it is necessary. It is necessary. So when the speaker feels that it is necessary, that time we use must. We must utilize this lockdown period. So that is why I have written here necessity subjective. Second use of must, that is give emphasis to an opinion. Whenever whatever opinion any person gives, if we want to emphasize it, then we can use must. For example, I must say this food is delicious. It means according to me this food is delicious. It means my opinion I am giving more importance. I emphasize my opinion, and to emphasize an opinion we must use this must. I must say this food is delicious. So two uses of must, necessity, subjective, and give emphasis to an opinion. For these two purposes we use must. Next comes have to. Have to, it is used to express obligation, and this obligation not subjective. See the examples. You have to drive on the right side. Here the speaker thinks that it is necessary. Here it is not subjective. It is up to the person whether he has to follow or not. So you have to drive on the right side. Second, John has to wear a tie at work. Here has to. Here see, as it is simple present tense third person, that is why have turns into has. So have to, it is used for showing obligation, and that is not subjective. This is about must and have to. Now another three models, they were ought to, should and would. What is the use of ought to? Ought to is used to express obligations or expectation that someone should do something. I repeat, ought to is used to express obligation or expectation that someone should do something. For example, you ought to listen to your parents. You ought to listen to your parents. This shows the expectation that someone should do something. We ought to listen to our parents. So whenever we want to show obligations or expectation that we should do something, to express that we use ought to. Another use of ought to, that is to express likelihood of something happening. I repeat that ought to is also used to express likelihood of something happening. See the example. The journey ought to take about 2 hours. It means the journey would end in 2 hours. So to say it polite way, we can say the journey ought to take about 2 hours. This is the second use of ought to. Next comes should. Should, it is used to show what is ideal or desired, to give advice or suggestion. I repeat, should, it is used to show what is ideal or desired, to give advice or to suggest. See the examples. There should be more public hospitals in the country. There should be more public hospitals in the country. It shows that it is desirable. It is ideal that in country there should be more public hospitals. Another example, it is of suggestion or advice, that you should tell them what happened there. You should tell them what happened there. That is to express advice or suggestion. And the last one, would. Would, it is used to make a polite request. To make a polite request, we have to use would. For example, would you like some tea or coffee? Or would you help me? When we use would for making a request, it is a polite way. So this is about ought to, should and would. Thank you, students.